Welcome to our channel, brave viewers. Today, we're cracking open the dusty case files of the unexplained and peering into the shadowy corners of 4 unsolved mysteries. These are stories of people who vanished, leaving behind more questions than answers. Buckle up because we're about to dive headfirst into the unsettling, the eerie, and the downright bizarre. Let's get into it. Picture this. It's 2006, the night before April Fool's Day. A young medical student named Brian Schaffer is out with friends, enjoying a night at a bar in Columbus, Ohio. He's seen on security footage entering the bar, but here's the kicker. He's never seen leaving. No trace of him. It's like he stepped into another dimension, right through the walls of that bar. Theories abound, of course. Did he leave through an undocumented exit? Was he the victim of foul play? Or did something even stranger occur that night? The mystery of Brian Schaffer's disappearance continues to baffle investigators and haunt those who knew him. Okay, let's talk about something truly unsettling: the black-eyed children. These mysterious figures have been the subject of countless stories and urban legends, each more chilling than the last. But what exactly are these black-eyed children, and why do they invoke such fear? Imagine this. It's late at night, you're home alone, and you hear a knock at the door. The house is quiet, the kind of silence that makes every creak and groan of the building seem amplified. You hesitate for a moment, wondering who could be visiting at such an odd hour. With a mix of curiosity and apprehension, you make your way to the door. You open it to find 2 children standing there, their faces obscured by the darkness. They look ordinary enough at first glance, but something about them feels off. Maybe it's the way they stand so still, or the fact that they don't seem to be dressed for the weather. You ask them what they want, and they respond in a monotone voice asking to come inside. But then, they step into the light, and that's when you see it. Their eyes completely black, like 2 bottomless pits staring into your soul. No whites, no irises, just pure, unending darkness. It's as if their eyes are voids, pulling you in, making it hard to look away. The sight sends a shiver down your spine, and you feel an instinctive urge to slam the door shut. People who claim to have encountered these children describe an overwhelming sense of dread, a feeling that something is deeply, terribly wrong. It's not just their appearance that unsettles you, it's the aura they carry. A palpable sense of malevolence. Some say they felt paralyzed with fear, unable to move or speak, as if the children had some sort of supernatural hold over them. Some say they're just a creepy urban legend, but the sheer number of reports, often with chillingly similar details, makes you wonder, is there something more to these encounters? Stories of black-eyed children have been reported from all over the world, with people from different cultures and backgrounds describing eerily similar experiences. Could it be a case of mass hysteria, or is there a kernel of truth hidden within these tales? Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the stories of the black-eyed children are enough to make anyone think twice before answering a late-night knock at the door. Chapter 3. The Cipher of Ricky McCormick. In 1999, a farmer made a grim discovery in a Missouri field: the body of 41-year-old Ricky McCormick. The scene was unsettling, a stark contrast to the serene, rural landscape. Ricky was known to be a bit of a drifter, someone who lived on the fringes of society. He had a history of health issues and a somewhat troubled past, but nothing that would suggest the dark turn his life would take. Now, Ricky's death was a mystery in itself, but what really sent chills down investigators' spines were the 2 coded notes found in his pockets. These notes were unlike anything the local police had ever seen. They were filled with a series of letters, numbers, and symbols that seemed to make no sense at all. It was as if Ricky had left behind a puzzle, a cryptic message that needed to be deciphered. These weren't your average grocery lists, folks. The notes were meticulously written, each character carefully placed as if it held some significant meaning. The handwriting was Ricky's, but the content was baffling. It was clear that these notes were important, but what they meant was anyone's guess. These notes were filled with a jumbled mess of letters, numbers, and symbols, a cipher that has stumped even the best minds at the FBI. Despite their best efforts, the FBI's top cryptanalysts couldn't crack the code. They tried every known method of decryption, but the notes remained an enigma. The case was even featured on the FBI's website, appealing to the public for help in solving this perplexing puzzle. What secrets did Ricky possess? Was he involved in something far more sinister than anyone could have imagined? Or was he simply a man with a unique way of communicating, a personal code that only he could understand? The questions were endless, and the answers seemed just out of reach. Was he trying to leave a message, a clue to his own demise? Some speculated that the notes could be a cry for help, a desperate attempt to communicate something vital before it was too late. Others believed they might hold the key to understanding the circumstances of his death, a breadcrumb trail leading to the truth. Or was it something else entirely, something we may never understand? Could the notes be a red herring, a distraction from the real story, or perhaps they were a part of a larger, more complex narrative that we have yet to uncover? The possibilities are as endless as they are intriguing. The coded notes of Ricky McCormick remain a perplexing enigma, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. They serve as a reminder that some mysteries are not meant to be solved, that some secrets are destined to remain hidden. As we ponder the meaning behind Ricky's cryptic messages, we are left with more questions than answers, and the haunting realization that the truth may forever elude us. Chapter 4: The Lost Children of Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, 1945. The air was crisp and the town of Fayetteville, West Virginia, was blanketed in a serene layer of snow. The Sauter family, like many others, was preparing for a night of celebration and joy. Little did they know, their lives were about to change forever. The Sauter family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, is engulfed in flames. The fire broke out in the early hours of the morning, catching the family off guard. George and Jenny Sauter, along with 4 of their children, managed to escape the inferno. However, 5 of their children were still inside. It's a tragedy, no doubt, but as the smoke cleared and the ashes settled, a horrifying truth emerged. 5 of the Sauter children were missing. The remains of Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty were nowhere to be found. The family was devastated, but their grief soon turned into a relentless quest for answers. Gone. Vanished. No trace of them in the rubble, no sign of their fate. The official investigation concluded that the children had perished in the fire, but the Sauters were not convinced. They began to notice inconsistencies and strange occurrences that made them question the official story. The official story? They perished in the fire. But the Sauters found it hard to believe. For one, there were no bones or remains found in the ashes, which was unusual for a fire of such magnitude. Additionally, the family had received a strange phone call earlier that night, and a series of odd events leading up to the fire made them suspect foul play. But the Sauter family refused to believe it. They were determined to uncover the truth. George Sauter even went as far as to bulldoze the site of the fire, hoping to find any clues that might have been missed. The family also put up billboards and offered a reward for any information leading to the whereabouts of their children. Whispers of strange phone calls, possible sightings of the children years later, and a lingering suspicion that something sinister had occurred on that fateful Christmas Eve continue to fuel speculation to this day. Over the years, the Sauters received numerous tips and leads, but none of them led to a definitive answer. Some claimed to have seen the children with unfamiliar adults, while others reported hearing rumors of a kidnapping plot. The case of the Sauter children is a haunting reminder that sometimes the most unsettling mysteries hit closest to home. Despite the passage of time, the mystery remains unsolved, and the fate of the Sauter children continues to be a topic of intrigue and speculation. The Sauter family's unwavering determination to find their lost children serves as a testament to the enduring power of hope and love. Outrow, stay curious, but maybe sleep with the lights on. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of the unexplained. If you enjoyed this descent into the depths of mystery, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Which of these mysteries did you find the most intriguing? Let us know in the comments below, and until next time, stay curious.